Hi kids. I've written Marston's essay for him. It's about trees. He couldn't write it. I'd written 400 words, he'd only written 20. Here it is. Trees. Without them, we would have no life. You know why, Sue? Because trees do this real ace thing called photosynthesis. Well, the leaves do anyway. It's like this science thing that we did in secondary school, where CO2 changes into oxygen so that humans can breathe. Cool, isn't it? So you totally shouldn't let those guys in the rainforest cut down all those big tall trees so that Americans can mass produce Walmart value bog roll. Nah, we shouldn't. I love trees. They look beautiful. Sometimes I just wander into forests and stare up at the sky, but I can't see the sky. All I can see is trees. The branches, the leaves, the roots that feel knobbly on my feet. It's a funny feeling that just wouldn't be there if it wasn't for trees. So in terms of the life of a tree, it all starts with a seed. The seed is kind of like an egg for mammals, but it isn't an egg because it doesn't need to be fertilised by a daddy tree. It just drops to the floor and makes a baby tree anyway. So when the seed is in the ground, it totally starts growing, getting bigger and bigger into the start of roots and stuff, and eventually grows out of the ground. Now you've got a tree, baby. Then it grows upwards towards the sun because trees are clever, and they know that when they get older and have leaves so that they can make photosynthesis, they'll need that big ball of fire in the sky to make that happen, so they go closer to it. Now I want to tell you a story about me and my relationship with trees and cameras, and I know what you're thinking. Naughty Sue. I do not hug them and take photos and put them on my tree hugging blog. No. It kind of relates to the thing I was saying in paragraph number 2. Basically, I just go into areas where there are lots of trees, such as woods or forests, and look up. Now, rather than thinking, oh no, I can't see the sky, like I thought in paragraph number 2, I take my camera and take a photo of all those little green leaves, or brown if it is autumn, or fall if you're in America, blocking the sun from getting through. It's so beautiful. I use cool effects that make my pictures look rad, like zoom blur and spinning the camera round and round and stuff. They look pretty. What can I say? So I do some that are looking upwards, and then I look flat, and I take pictures of all the tree trunks that are vertical. They look cool, and sometimes when I get home and I go on my map that I got from the nice people at Dyslexia, and I go on this program, Photoshop, and I turn my picture to black and white because it makes you look at the lines and the and detaily bits rather than being distracted by that silly colour and stuff. So yeah, to summarise, I take pictures up, along, and I forgot to mention down at the roots on the floor because they look like my granny's fingers that have got arthritis in them. They're all got big nodules on them, and so have the roots. It's really weird because she is an old human and I'm looking down at a tree's suckers for getting water. It's cool though. And that's why I love trees.
That's beautiful.
Shall I forward it to her? Yeah.